How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Trails in the Sky, where we are on top of this tower in the sky, actually. So last time, we kind of did a lot of the busy work. I did a lot of the side quests, and then we met with some journalists, escorted them to the top of this tower, found some arcane, ancient technology that looks very interesting. It got my imagination going. I'm really excited to learn more about it. And it kind of ended with us here chatting about it all. So we're going to go and talk to all the characters, get to know them, kind of understand a bit more about the set piece itself, and then we'll see what we do. I mean, we're just going to go back to town after this, but it could be setting up something. I kept running with the theory last time, and I'm still thinking about, like this machinery obviously looks like it could be working off of a similar technology that we use for the airships and the orbals that, like, allow us to have magic and stuff. So that giant sepith gem that we found might actually be able to activate something like this. But again, that's all speculation. I know nothing about this series, so we'll just have to leave that where we get to it. But yeah, let's just kick back, relax, get yourself a snack, because this is usually, as usual, it's going to be probably a long video, but let's see how things play out and get right to it. So let's get to it now. How are you feeling, Joshua? I'm still a bit woozy. I'll be resting here a little longer. Why don't you keep looking around? Okay, you insist. Yeah, he felt odd. I don't know, like, it seems like he and I have memories of this place. Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photo quartz is going to be enough. The scenery sure is great, like you say. By the way, what's a photo quartz? It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so you can take a photograph by burning it with light. That's just what I'd expect from a camera woman, someone who knows the tools of the trade. That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua? Well, he says he's getting some fresh air. A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. Uh-oh. I think I could take really good pictures with that kind of setting. Do you think he'd let me snap a shot of him if I asked? He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff. I think he'd probably turn you down. Ah, what a waste. He'd probably just shy, right? Alright, I want to go talk to this dude. Oh man, this cigarette is wonderful. At first, I wasn't in the mood when it came around to do a story in a rural place like Rollins, but sometimes these types of places aren't so bad. If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all. No can do. This was a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two. Otherwise, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now. When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article? Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that has my interest peaked is Bose. The Bose region? Did something happen there? A number of large burglaries have taken place one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings. Wings? Oh, I see. The airship, right? What are they, sky bandits or something? That seems to be the most logical conclusion. But there's also the possibility that could be an imperative deception by the Erebonian Empire. What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have peace treaty with them. Sure, but the Empire incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every nation on the continent has their eye on them, but it could be a way to get back. That said, nobody really knows for sure, which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light. Interesting. Yeah, the Empire, like, I was theorizing that the Empire has got some shenanigans going on. I think we were seeing rumbles of that at the mine. Oh, hi there, Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling all right? Yeah, he said he just wants to get a bit of fresh air. I see. There's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age qualified to become a bracer, right? You sure know your stuff. And that's right, I'm exactly 16 myself. How nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If we're about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all the ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands. The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Which means you're not from Liberl, right? No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Arabonia. You don't have to worry about that. Although I hate war with a passion, that hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire. You lost someone dear to you? Yeah, my mother. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories. It's okay. It happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family. Oh, so you mean that boy over there? Yeah, he's like a little brother. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. Haha. I wonder why I'm telling you all this. Usually, it's the kind of thing I tell a person to another. It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing? Here's an interesting thing. He opened his eyes in one of those scenes a little bit, like right after that little exchange. He opened his eyes a crack, and his eyes looked golden. And isn't that the same color as Joshua's? Interesting. No one else is like that. They've made a point to like mention his eye color before, and that guy has, I think, the same eye color. Oh, not that way. But they specifically made his like model so he's squinting a lot, so you don't see that. But it definitely looked like it made that like distinction right there. So I wonder if that's going to be a clue to something in the future. Are you still feeling sick, Joshua? No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everyone's ready. I'm relieved to hear that. What brought this all on anyway? I doubt it was the lack of oxygen in the tower because the rest of us are all right. Maybe it was sudden fear of heights? I don't think so. Estelle, Joshua. Are you finished taking pictures? You bet I am, and I got a lot of good ones too. Then it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? All right, greenhorns, lead the way. I'm counting on you, children. Oh, is it going to just shortcut us? Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's easy. Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I'll ever be able to make it back from some ruins without being chased or bitten or... I don't know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us. It's our duty as bracers. I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time you go off and investigate some ruins. My head says yes, but my wallet says no. I'll try to save up a bit, though. Well, have a wonderful day. I hope we can meet again. I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me say thank you from the both of you. To the both of you. That's what I like to call raw skill. Now don't get all cocky on me. The bracers I know would make you two look like little fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. You're going to need to work harder. I'll try to remember that. So are you two heading back to the company soon? Nah, we're going to spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. I need to write up a rough draft for some articles and such. I'll head over to the Orville factory and get those photographs developed. Take it easy, you two. I guess this is the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were much stronger. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be. I agree with you there. I feel like I had a greater awareness now about what it means to be a bracer, not just about fighting for justice. There you go again, saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess that's where I get where you're coming from. It seems like we got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild? Sounds like a good idea. Oh, before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well? Thanks for asking, but I'm feeling a lot better. Okay. Do I need to go shopping for anything? Looks like I'm doing good on some basics for food. I'll see if the store has anything new. But I'm guessing if there is going to be anything new, it's going to be popping after we turn in the mission. But might as well go check. Hi there, I've been hearing great things about you kids. I hear that you've been knocking out jobs one after another. You've made some successful strides from your part-time work from here to here, working here from me. Recently, it seems like whenever I go out in the street, I get a lot of strange looks. It appears my mom started up the bride hunt again. When I first heard about it was going on, I thought I was going to die of sheer embarrassment. No matter how many times I tell her to knock it off, she just keeps doing it. What am I going to do? You just get buried. Aren't you Cassius's daughter, Estelle, was it? Yeah. You look kinda healthy. Seem like a cheerful young girl at that. So, how would you feel about becoming my son's new wife? Excuse me? Me? It seems like the young girls these days don't mind marrying older men, right? No, hold on just a darn minute. Oh, is that a no? Admittedly, my son isn't as handsome as your boyfriend over there with the black hair. You, boy, make sure you make Estelle happy. Huh? This nut job lady is totally mistaken. We probably best just play along before things get more complicated. With all these women working nowadays, it's hard work finding a bride for my son. She sounds like so many, like, adults in my life. Like, all these women getting jobs and doing things for themselves, being independent. Luckily, I don't have any family that are like that. I don't know, man. I think they're both important. Oh, hello. Gazing out of the top here every day is quite enjoyable. The changing seasons, the lives of those people living here in town. Though they are all minor, I could see these changes with my own eyes. Recently, I've seen Miss Bloom out and about quite a bit. Oh, wonder what she's up to. So, Paddington seems to be spying on people. That's cool. What do we have here? It's a bracer if I've ever seen one. How about taking a nap with little old me? Oh, gosh! I'll have to take a raid check on that one. Oh. All the members of the Bracers Guild can hold their liquor. Scheherazade's like a booze sponge, but even Cassius couldn't down more than a few rounds. But, Anya's the most surprising of them all. I heard the same thing from Shera. Anya's supposedly pretty amazing in the liquor department. That's right, she could drink the same pace as Scheherazade. And on top of that, her face never gets red. She acts totally normal. I think that's better than having your ear talked out by Shera. In any case, the Bracers Guild's one to be reckoned with at the bar. Oh, except for that rich fellow. One drink and he's a goner. Just astounding that there's anybody who can drink the same pace as Scheherazade. That's what makes Anya double surprising. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Shera, what are you doing here? This is a rare occasion, usually out and about. I just finished a job I took over for your father, and I was reporting to the guild. So, you finished your load too, huh? Somehow or another, I guess. I heard from Anya that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I ran through to train you two amounted to something. We're grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well. Go ahead, let's hear what you've got. Report about the escorting the reporters. Alright. Rank achievement to Junior Bracer 7th class. Nice. So we started at 9th and we're now at 7th. Received Eagle Eye Quartz as a perk. Good work, you two. How about you, Scheherazade? Don't you think they've done a fine job? For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours. Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you. I'm surprised you were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now. I don't know. I can imagine that downtime might be a bit of a drag. Well, that would be a problem since there'd be plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads or exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. All right, it's time for my reward. Gonna drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself? Oh, so what are you saying you're turning down my invitation? You've got a lot of nerve doing something like that to your mentor. What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits aren't tolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try and strip in public. Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing. Scheherazade, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what makes things entertaining. But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you, Estelle. Really? Yep. Oh no. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence. Why me? Shera? Now hold on a minute. Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll break you in. What is this? He's 16! Break me in? All right, you big pervert, Joshua. Why are you drooling like that? It's not what you think. You've got a major problem. Huh? Mayor Klaus. Oh, sky pirates and bows. What, they're here? Estelle, Joshua, it's Scheherazade. I'm glad to see you. Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir? Why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home, disaster. It's gone. What? All right, calm down, Mayor Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out. Apparently, it's as though my home were robbed while I was out. What? That's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divide about, so I was over at the chapel, and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a strange, a state of great disarray. Wait, what about your wife, Lita? Don't worry, they're both fine. I locked them up in the attic room. That's a relief to hear. It's lucky no harm came to anyone. I won't get anywhere just sitting around here, so can you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Klaus? Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation. Wait for me. I'm going too. Good idea. We'll maybe be able to be some help. Well, if you insist. Anya, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on Ridge's shoulders. I'm sure he was just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that. And everyone be careful. All right, so someone came and stole the Sephiroth. Yeah, how'd they get into the safe? Wow, this place is an absolute mess. The crooks really tore through here. Look at this safe. The septium, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you all go to the trouble of bringing it here. It's not you who should be apologizing, it's the crooks who are in the wrong. Okay, so who knew about it? So people around town have been talking about it. Miners knew about it, they could have talked about it. Okay, and we had some visitors in town, specifically the girl who said she's from the academy, who was here talking to the mayor when we brought it. What if she and, excuse me, what if she and the guy at the mine are essentially jewel heisters? But what's interesting is why would they be here? Like, how did they know such a Sephiroth had been found, you know? It's odd that they happened to just be in town when this happened, you know? But yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not the Empire doing some kind of tunneling. I'm guessing that maybe whatever it was, they were like scouting out for something to spring, and this is obviously a good target for it. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house? The other rooms, for the most part, appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room from when my wife and Lita were locked up. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do. Which is? I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the inside of the house. You mean like an on-site investigation? Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no? All right, we'll see what we can do. Proceed carefully and deliberately. All right, Mayor Klaus, how about we talk in the parlor? Sure, now where to begin? Telling you, the girl that was in here, she's the most likely suspect. On-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach. How about we start from this room? And let's not forget to ask the witness statements of the other residents. Sounds like a plan. All right. The gift that we delivered to the mayor of the Queen is... Those crooks are not going to get away with this. Doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or... Could they really crack the combination? It's not impossible, but I imagine it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means, being in the room when it was opened. What do you mean by simpler means? Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorbed the properties, and due to its fineness, it would have been invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow. Alright, and? Now, imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed. Now, wait a minute. Wouldn't that still not know which order the buttons were pressed? That's not exactly the case. The powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken by the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order starting from least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there are duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess at what they are. That makes sense. Joshua, you're a genius or something? That's just basic knowledge. Anyway, let's check out the buttons. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind the safe was opened using the same method I just explained. Oh, right. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? We know it would have had to at least been someone who visited the residence. Right, now figure out who that is, and it's going to be the tricky part. Now, anything on the desk? This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this. Looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. Seems like senseless to have it done this way. I'm guessing it's to hide something here. Is it just like the mayor to have tons of difficult books like this? Looks like you got some valuable antique books here as well. The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books, or they came for something very specific. I was trying to see if like double clicking would yield anything. Is it just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well. The box lock looks like it was burned off. The criminals must have used an orbal gun. So, orbal technology. It says it may have tons of books like this. Nope, I wanted to see if we could go up the ladder. Okay. There's several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed. They seem to be documents regarding Roland's city government. In fact, these are there suggest that there were no was no political aim involved. Look, there are marks on this railing. You're right, and they're fresh too. Looks like something metal dug into the wood. So, ladder or something like an airship. This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside. It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. Something coming in the window, maybe? That might be how they got in. If they climbed through the window. That's such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men, huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job. How many people were in the group? Probably about 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me, one of them was short. It might have even been a girl. When I think about the fact that I'm going to have to clean up that study, my head starts to spin. When I get my hands on those criminals, I'm going to give them a beating like they never forget. So nothing was disturbed in here. So 3 or 4, one of them was likely a girl, or at least very short. Are you all right, ma'am? Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent toward us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so you wouldn't be able to tell anything specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel. There was just 2 of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in. Either over the balcony or above the balcony. Alright, let's go upstairs. Huh? What's this? Service leaf. Don't think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not the type that grows around here. You're sharp, Estelle. This is a place where residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up. So it's likely a piece of material evidence, right? Very nice. I wonder if we can learn anything about that leaf. Like, is there... Wait, maybe... Can I... say anything inside my... Like, if there's an item description. A tree leaf found in the attic of the mayor's residence. All right, that's all we know about it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can piece it together. Maybe the game will put pieces together for me. All right. Yep, there are lots of new evidence. All right, let's check the details one by one and see what you come up with. First off, what were these criminals after? The septium in the safe. How many of them were there? There was a group of 3 or 4. Where did they get into the house from? A terrace on the 2nd floor. Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime? Citizens coming and going during the day, relatives Mayor Claus, somebody who works at the Magla mine, travelers who visited recently. Wow, you did a good job investigating. Looks like we'll be able to specify who these criminals are with this information. Mayor Claus, over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study? When you put it like that, I guess there's been a number of people. A reporter from the magazine company was one. Oh, so those 2 came to visit you too, huh? But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Esmela's tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects. I see. So, Mayor Claus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only just that. Well, let's not kid ourselves here. I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be a thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. But what if she's not? Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, if someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua? I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree. Huh? During the time when the mayor put the septium into the safe, that girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's, eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like an ordinary student. You must be joking. Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? I remember, right? She should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off from Roland sometime today. Looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right. Understood. And Scheherazade joins the party. Okay, first off, let's see what she's got. She's level 12. Oh, wow. I hope that's not telling us how level we're supposed to be. Alright, well, let's go. What happened to Mayor Claus's place? I'll talk to everyone later. Like, this is technically a timely thing. Estelle, Joshua, even Scheherazade. Something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy and should be staying here. Of course I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there. She really did seem like a bad girl. To the landing port! But that ship was docked and ready to go. If she really just walks in, they take it and just leave, that'd be so sad. Please excuse the delay. The airline should be arriving anytime now, so please be patient. Yo, Alan, if it's us you haven't noticed. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, and Scheherazade too. Thank you, Adios, for this feast of the eyes. So, what's up? You didn't by chance happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? A girl in a school uniform? A school uniform from where? From the Gymnast Royal Academy. Oh, baby, those uniforms are hot. Contrasted the neatly plaited white skirts and the navy blue socks. Oh, yes, I can see them now. I totally forgot what the boys' uniforms look like, though. This one's obsession is I just don't get. Thus defineth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here, you didn't see a girl in a Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month. And believe me, I watch for those. I check all passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least she hasn't come here. Which means she came to Roland along the roads without using an airliner. This complicates things. Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so there's got to be hiding somewhere. Wait, that reminds me. What does Estelle? Yeah, pulled out Severus leaf. Estelle pulls out the Severus leaf found in the attic. I almost forgot we found this. Could this be some sort of clue? Oh, right, we did find that. Shara, do you know any places nearby where Severus trees grow? Severus trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Rollins. Mistwald. That's the forest in the opposite direction of home from Rollins, right? Seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's head up the highway through Rollins South Gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. All right. We already explored that place a bit. Interesting. I wonder if they're going to be at the big tree that I found last time. Hey, Dad, you're running like a crazy lunatic. Who could just walk at a time like this? Is that a reporter friend? Yeah. Maybe I should be thinking of cutting back on these blasted cigarettes. Where are the two you up to? Are they going to join us? You kids again, huh? Actually, we've got to get a Bose ASAP. But the airliner's not even here yet. I know. That's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves. Well, don't worry yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something? Yeah, the mother of all scoops, too. No time to talk. We've got to make it there today. I'm guessing Bose is the place we're heading next. I wonder if Niall's gonna be all right. See you later, Estelle. Joshua? Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friends of yours? Those are the reporters from the job Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. I want to try her out. All right. I want to see what she's up to here. Nice. I'm surprised it didn't kill him, but yeah. Ooh. Ow. Actually, I thought it was going to be much more dangerous. That's not too bad.
Alright, we're good to go.
None of us got, like, any experience from that. So we probably just shouldn't bother fighting too much stuff. But if it's in our way, we might as well. Alright, here we are. This is Mistwald, huh? Can you tell us anything, Shara? Someone came through here all right. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager a mirror we're on the right track. How can you be sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that. Understood. That's gonna be a challenge for Estelle. It's kind of funny though, because like I totally came here and did the side quests that were here already. Oh, she got poisoned. Maybe I should have got her one of those things that prevents poison. Yeah, that might have been a good idea. Well, I can either go back to town and equip it, or just tough it out. I think we'll tough it out, but I've learned my lesson. Oh, here we go here. Over here. Might have found it. Ah, it's the big tree. But it's not where we wanted to be. Dang it. I was so sure this is where we needed to go. You know, here's an interesting thought, though. So they brought that giant seraph here. This place is packed with monsters, and that thing draws monsters like crazy. How are they protecting themselves? They must be just really good, or they're in trouble. Oh, I found bear claw. Again. Oh, I didn't see that one. Scared me. Okay. There's nothing over here. Must be somewhere else I have to go then. This forest sucks. Oh, hey. Found tear bomb. Back for war, eh? Some people never are satisfied. Never. More bear claw. Oh, now it's all over the place. I forget my trail is so large now. Okay, there's 3 crossings. I don't know if I checked this one out. Aha! This is definitely new. Yes! God, it took too long. That was annoying. That was too easy. And to think something as exquisite as this fell into our hands almost with no effort. Wait till Don and Kyle hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled out that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. I don't know what you expect from the mademoiselle of the aristocratic family. Yeah, whatever's the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that this outfit can deceive almost anybody. That gullible mayor, dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. No, Estelle. What was that? Calm down. See what else they have to say. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but the girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all those monsters that appeared in the mine. That's the mine guy. The mine? Oh, so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put the monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids, bracers, are an absolute joke. Especially the brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard just to keep him laughing. Ah, what's so funny? Estelle! It's you guys. Yep, the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. I probably won't come as a surprise, but we're gonna beat you up now. What? Bracers? How'd they find her? You did a fine job stealing that septum from the mayor's residence, but looks like you were a little too careless in the end. In accordance with the law of the Bracers Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist. I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. That doesn't look good. What are we gonna do, Gisette? How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we showed them the real strength of the Capo family. Who are you calling us kids? You brat! I've heard it up to here. I'm gonna do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. She has a gun? All right, boys, get him. My pleasure. All right.
Take that!
Jeez. They're probably gonna move. This guy's gonna move. That guy's gonna move. So I'm gonna try and put it right about here. Yeah. I got 3 of them. Ouch. Oh, she healed herself. Gotcha.
Take that!
Jeez. Close. Get her! Get her! She's tough, dang. Gosh, she's so tough. Get her.
Here I
Oh, yes! What an awesome finisher.
come! Alright, we rule!
That was the coolest way to end that fight. How in the world? You had enough yet? What you get for taking bracers lightly. And we'll be taking that back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Retrieve the septum crystal. Hey, that septum belongs to me. No, it's not. You people, it's the people of Roland. That's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like this is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Kabura family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. Ah! Ah! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, maybe your body can answer instead. Jeez, Scheherazad's scary. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Scheherazad's enjoying this. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Uh-oh. Look out, Shara! An orbal gun. Are you alright, Shara? I'm fine. Forget about me. Look at that. Yeah, it is the airship thieves. An airship? Looks like the tables are turned in our favor, aren't they? Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Just hurry up and get up the hand. No can do. Our push to the Royals region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bowes region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry, hop on. I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day. Don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I sure wasn't expecting anything that would come out of the woodwork. Looks like they caught us off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm frustrated. I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the septum crystal back. Switching gears, the group sure looked like me like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seemed of that variety. It also sounded like they made the Bose region their base of operations as well. Certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I could care less what they're sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to thwack bam kapower. It's funny because the two of them are actually pretty similar. What a thwack? What's thwack bam katao supposed to mean? Thus, the septum crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. I wonder if there's any evidence in their camp. Looks like you've had a rough day. Who would have thought the sky bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being the same League of Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me and... I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation in the mayor's residence was flawless too. Don't you think we should recommend them, Anya? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. Mayoral theft? 3,000. Nice. Current rank junior bracer 7 class. This is for both of you as well. Recommendation. This is... As of now, you're both junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, you need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of jobs you performed for your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, these achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Rua, Zeiss, and finally, Gransel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now we come this far, don't you think we should go visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide all this by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Uh-oh. Oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracers Guild Roland branch in the Liberl Kingdom. Ah, been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. Looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. What? No. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. And yes, if you hear anything else, please let me know. Uh-oh. What's wrong, Anya? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who's calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner, Linda, has disappeared over the Bose region. Oh, wow. What? That's the one that was on this way here, wasn't it? How's that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Ah, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Anya? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father Cassius was aboard the airliner which went missing. What? Impossible! It's gotta be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberl Bracers Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer. Cassius Bright, 45. Okay. So the question then becomes, like, did he get caught up in something? End of prologue, Father's Love, A New Beginning. Or was he the one that commandeered it? That would be a really interesting twist. We finished the prologue. Save? Yes, please. Oh. And that's where we're going to end for today. I mean, it's fitting. It's the capstone, the end of the prologue. We'll have to see what happens. Still, it's not like he's been reported dead or anything. It's just an airship's gone missing. Could have crashed, could have been taken, something. And it's interesting, though, because the Sky Pirates said that there was something that happened to Bose as well, like that they were concerned about it. So why would that bother them? And how did they have access to an airship to begin with? That's the other thing too. Like rogue Sky Pirates, are those like a thing really? Or because like if the government has so much control over airspace, how did the Sky Pirates even function? So maybe they're related somehow? I don't know. We'll have to see. This is definitely a development for sure. Curious to see how it's all going to play out and where this is all going to lead, but looks like it's time for us to hit the road and go see the world for ourselves. That's going to be exciting. I'm interested to see how this all plays out. Hope you guys are excited as well. But yeah, that's just the prologue. I feel like for a prologue, it was meaty, so I can't wait to see how long this is going to be. But I feel like I'm doing pretty well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Is there any advice you have to give me now, besides the basics you've already shared with no spoilers, obviously? But how do you think I did? Did I handle things okay? Do you think there's anything you want me to know, or any like points of interest I might have missed that I should have known? I doubt it, but like, you know, we'll get there when we get there. I doubt there's anything you can really tell me at this stage, but I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much, especially to the patrons. You guys are the reason why I was able to do this kind of content to begin with. You all have been so wonderful to me. I appreciate it. And anybody who's here watching, like, blow me away by even being willing to do that. So I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And until the next video, watch me or see me next. I'll see you there.